आज अपनी पार्टी की सबसे बड़ी बॉडी वर्किंग कमेटी का इजलास बुलाया गया था, जो हमने रेजोल्यूशन यहाँ पास की हैं। मैं पहले वो पढ़ता हूँ, उसके बाद मैं आपको डिटेल्स बाकी दे। द फॉलोइंग रेजोल्यूशन was unanimously passed by the leadership of the Apni party during an extraordinary meeting of the working committee today, Tuesday, 18th of November. Apni party resolves. Apni party strongly condemns the recent blast near Red Fort in New Delhi. We offer our deepest sympathy to the families who lost their loved ones in this horrific attack. This brutal act of terrorism must be condemned in strongest possible terms by everyone, and those responsible must be punished severely so it becomes a clear example for all. Number two, Apni party expresses deep grief and sorrow over the accidental explosion at the Navgam police station. We share the immense pain of the families of the victims and stand firmly with each one of them. We demand that government provide adequate compensation to the families of those who lost their lives and to all who were injured in this unfortunate incident. The neighboring houses damaged by the impact of the blast must also receive proper compensation. Number 3, Apni party is deeply concerned by the reports suggesting the involvement of some well-educated individuals in the Delhi blast. We believe that this growing trend of white-collar involvement in terror activities is extremely worrying and must be stopped at all costs. While dealing with terrorism with a firm and decisive hand is necessary, it is equally important to reach out to people to win their hearts and minds. No innocent should be harassed. Apni party believes that government must thoroughly investigate and identify the root causes that push educated individuals towards radicalization and terror involvement, and then address these issues effectively. Firm action is essential to deal with terrorists, but strong outreach is equally important to prevent radicalization in society. Number 4, Apni party believes there is a mistrust between New Delhi and the people of Jammu and Kashmir. This deficit of trust must be addressed and the gap must be bridged. Such mistrust only creates space for violent activities to grow. Apni party urges that the commitment made by Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Home Minister to reach out to the people of J&K and start a dialogue must be fulfilled without any further delay. Number 5, Kashmir has witnessed dramatic changes over the past years. We are at a very delicate time of transition. This time of transition needs able, far-sighted and dedicated leadership. If this is not forthcoming, then gloom and doom awaits us. We, as the leaders of Apni party, will do our best to serve the people of J&K in all sincerity and honesty. Number 3, tourism, horticulture, handicrafts. The backbone of Jammu and Kashmir's economy is in bad shape. It is in shambles. The economy is in shambles. The government of Jammu and Kashmir, headed by National Conference, is in deep slumber. We do not know when this government is going to awake itself from this deep slumber, but Government of India will have to come forward to see how to revive tourism, horticulture and handicrafts in Jammu and Kashmir. While we think that this may not be the most appropriate time to talk about this, but since this is a democratic country and Jammu and Kashmir has acceded to this in a great country in 1947 only because of its democratic character, we demand that panchayat elections, local body elections, municipal elections be held immediately. Apni party also today reviewed what was happening on the daily wages. 1,60,000 souls of Jammu and Kashmir are running from pillar to post only to get what is due to them. I feel more ashamed because in 2018, when I was heading the finance department, we had given 40 days to the bureaucracy to issue orders for these people. Now it is 6 years since then also. The present government has been also in power for 1 year. Like everything else, They are only delaying and giving excuses on this also. We demand daily wages should be made permanent immediately. Having said about the situation in Jammu and Kashmir, especially after an elected government with a huge and massive mandate which is ruling us today, we find people have been deceived by this same very people whom they gave the mandate. People gave them a huge mandate of 50 seats going by their manifesto. I find my youth, which I underline again, my youth, which is the most critical component if all of us have to control what you see in white collar terrorist activities, unemployment of these youth. It needs to be addressed as a national priority by Government of India. It cannot be and should not be left only to the state government to address it. The state government has failed. Let us accept it. Let Government of India accept it. But they cannot fail the people of Jammu and Kashmir.